I need people way ahead of me in life that, as good as I'm doing, these guys are going to make me feel small. There's a power to having people around you that make you feel like, relax, bro, you're okay. You're not hot shit as you think you are, right? So do you have those types of people in your life that, when sometimes you're going through to say, dude, listen, behind closed doors, hey, Brian, let's relax. This Liver King shit, I get it. You're just Brian, bro. Kick it. When I play dominoes with you, I'll whoop your ass. So you ain't that hard. And I know your fears. I know your insecurities. Like, do you have those types of people in your life? And if you do, who are some of these guys?
Yeah, I have a couple of guys like that. My wife and I went through a 10-year stint where we failed over and over and over. It was like we stuck with something far longer than we should have. And this is my advice to a lot of entrepreneurs is get in there, take massive action, fail fast, fail early, because if you can do that in your 20s, I mean, what a gift that is. And I'm like, you know what, I'm never going back to that again. And when my wife retired, she was like, hey, listen, I'm going to go, and I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. And now you're going to figure all this other stuff out. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to figure this out. And I knew that I would never go back to a brick and mortar that was open Monday through Friday from 8 to whatever. I'm like, okay, what's open 24/7, 365? How can I sell on 55 continents? 55 continents. 55
It's a lot of
countries.
continents. You're like Elon Musk. You go to other planets.
So I would say that I got a couple of guys around me that are way smarter than me, that do call me out on my shit, and I couldn't be more grateful for them. One of them told me a long time ago, because we had gotten into business with somebody, and before going into business with somebody, like, you don't have to ask anybody anything. You just do whatever you want to do. You're the owner, right? And then I went into business with somebody, and I no longer could really just serve the mission that I had. And I said, you know what? I'm never doing that again. I'm never going to have a business partner ever again. And then I got to know some guys that were way better than me, that I needed to have around me, so that, I think you've heard this before, but it's like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And you can go fast and far, I believe, if you have a tribe of true believers. And so I got a couple of guys around me that are way better than me, that do level me up, that I do look to them. But here's the thing, that this thing, I've locked this inside. I've not shared this, with them, and they've had their suspicions. They've asked me in the past, and I've just kind of brushed it aside. And I've always just, hey, what are you doing? What are you taking? Look at the way you look, And so that wasn't fair to them. But I will say that there's no way that I would have any of the success that I've had financially without this team, without these guys that have made me better.
We had President Bush at an event 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. It was 2019.
2019, yeah.
And when I announced him, people were very upset. Why would you bring him here? Do you understand what happened with 9/11? I can't believe this. We're running an insurance agency. Half are Democrats, half are Republicans, right? So it's not like, and there's a percentage that could give a shit about politics. But no matter who it is, they don't remember good things about what media said about President Bush. And he got up, and I'm interviewing him. And he starts talking about, one day, let me tell you, I'm at the house. And I realized for 5 years, my kids are aging. And all I'm doing is drinking every night when I'm coming home. I'm like, what are you doing? I took all the alcohol and I went to the bathroom and I dropped it, I put it on the flush the toilet. I'm like, I'm done. And then from there, I cleared my life, and next, governor, president, all this stuff. At the end of it, bro, as crazy as it sounds, I don't know if history's going to say this guy's one of the greatest presidents of all time. I don't know if they're going to say that about he's one of the greatest of all time. But I do think history's going to say, I like this guy. He's not going to be on the top 10 list, but he's going to be on the list of, what a cool guy. He's never trashed Trump. He's never trashed Obama. And Obama trashed Trump. Obama trashed him. Trump trashed Obama. Trump trashed him. And he just sat on the back and was like, just spend time with my family. So he redeemed himself, and the world is not. People who would never have him on the show, they're having him on their show. Like, I like this guy. So I do think there's a opportunity we all go through with this part when, we sometimes go through it. I just think it's important to have the right people in your life. So with all the craziness taking place, I believe future looks bright. If you believe future looks bright, get your latest Future Looks Bright hat of Valuetainment. It says Future Looks Bright here. Future looks bright here. We got them in white. We got them in black. We got them in red. Our black on black sold out. These are about to sell out. If you haven't ordered one yet, we had a person in Michigan, bought one, then he bought three. Then when those three people weren't in the office, they had to order 58 of them
because people wanted the Future Looks Bright hat, especially during times like this, because ain't nobody saying Future Looks Bright. To order your Future Looks Bright hat, click over here. And to watch the entire podcast, click here. Take care, everybody.